Hey everyone, my name is Celestiey RN and welcome back to my channel. If you're a nursing student, new grad, or critical care newbie that's terrified of those mysterious continuous infusions taken away in the ICU, take a deep breath. Today, we're tackling vasopressors. Think of blood pressure like a garden hose. If your patient is in shock, their vascular bed dilated into a gigantic swimming pool, meaning systemic vascular resistance dropped to zero. Fluids can't fill the pool, so organ perfusion has now crashed. Vasopressors are that muscle that helps clamp the hose to force blood back up to the brain, heart, and kidneys. Our magic number? A mean arterial pressure of 65 or higher. Before touching the IV pumps, you have to remember the receptor gang, okay? So let's memorize this. Alpha 1, the squeezer. This is located in peripheral vascular smooth muscle. When activated, vasoconstriction will now increase SVR and BP, systemic vascular resistance and blood pressure. Beta 1, the cardiac hype man. You have one heart, so beta 1 affects the heart. This increases heart rate, also known as chronotrophy, and contractility, inotrophy. And then for beta 2, the relaxer. You have two lungs. This will now hit the lungs and blood vessels to cause bronchodilation and vasodilation. The undisputed king of the ICU, levophed, which is predominantly an alpha 1 agonist with a mild touch of beta 1. It clamps the vessels hard to raise systemic vascular resistance without making the heart race uncontrollably. It is your first line of choice for septic shock. Epi. It is the all-out berserker. It hits alpha 1, beta 1, and beta 2. It jacks up blood pressure, heart rate, and cardiac output. Fantastic for anaphylactic shock, cardiac arrest, or severe cardiogenic shock. But watch out for arrhythmias and spiky lactate levels. The pure sniper, phenylephrine, is 100% pure alpha 1. No beta activity whatsoever. Use this when the patient's blood pressure is tanking, but their heart rate is already 140 beats per minute. Now, here's a warning. It can cause reflex bradycardia because the body senses the sudden spike in pressure. So be on the lookout, okay? Keep an eye out on those heart monitors. The non-adrenergic wildcard. Vasopressin doesn't care about alpha 1 or beta 1 receptors. It acts directly on V1 smooth muscle receptors. In refractory shock, we run this at a fixed dose, usually 0.03 units a minute, as a second-line pressor alongside levophed. You don't titrate vaso up and down like the others. Make sure you follow your hospital's policies. You have your low dose, which affects your renal and dopaminergic dilation. Your medium dose, which is your beta 1, which kicks in. This will now increase your heart rate and contractility. And then you have your high dose, alpha 1. It takes over for vasoconstriction. Now, here's a fun fact. It is notoriously arrhythmogenic, so we don't use it as often as we used to. Now for the part that protects your nursing license and your patient's limbs. 1. Central line is best. Please, please, please ensure that you have a central line on your patient before you start any of these drips, as they can lead to extravasation. Vasopressors cause severe vasoconstriction, and running them through a peripheral IV risks extravasation, which means it can leak into the tissues, and local tissue necrosis or ischemia. If you must use a peripheral IV, temporarily use a large vein like an AC or higher, and check patency constantly. Okay? If extravasation happens, stop the drip immediately and get phentolamine. It is an alpha blocker to infiltrate the area and restore blood flow. Titration and MAP tracking. Always titrate according to a facility's protocol to maintain your target MAP, usually greater than 65. Never stop a high-dose pressor abruptly. Wean them down. Quick quiz. Your septic shock patient has a MAP of 54, a heart rate of 135 beats a minute, and is already on maxed out levophed. Which pressor is pure alpha 1 agonist often used when we don't want to increase the heart rate any further? If you said phenylephrine, you better give yourself a pat on the back and take a bow. All right, Starlights, drop a comment below with which cardiac med group we should cover next. Beta blockers, antiarrhythmics, or ACE inhibitors. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your study group. Class dismissed. Oh no, I think my patient is tanking. Gotta run. Bye.